What's going on, guys? It's Caleb, and today I have a really dirty Toyota Corolla that is in for a complete exterior detail, and trust me, it needs it. As you saw in the beginning clips of the video, the wheels are pretty much a mess, and so is the paint, and my hope today is to take this vehicle and make it look really nice again for the owner, and I think we did just that, honestly. I mean, the wheels were really bad, like I said, so is the paint, and after putting some hardcore elbow grease into this car like it needed, it ended up looking really nice. I was really happy with it. Before we go any further, guys, please, if you could, just take a second real quick and like the video, go ahead and press subscribe, and go ahead and ring that bell if you could for me. Any one of those things would help me out so much, and I would try really hard here to get you guys premium content out there every single week. And without taking any further of your time, let's go ahead and move on to the wheels. If you noticed while I was doing the wheels that in this current detail, I did not have my pressure washer with me at all. This detail specifically, I stuck to using a water hose and the little gun that is on the water hose, and it worked out really nice. And what this really shows you is that you don't necessarily need a fancy dancy pressure washer or a fancy pressure washer gun or anything like that. You can just use your water hose and still conduct the same exact kind of high-end professional detail that you would do otherwise with a pressure washer. Now, to move on from that point, in this situation here, I'm using a spray bottle with a cleaner in it, and I'm spraying it on the surface, and I'm trying to get into the nitty-gritty spots that are really hard to get. Except on the front of the car, there were bugs and whatnot, so I wanted to use a soft boar's hair detail brush and really get those things off of there and work in that cleaner so that way it can do its job properly. Now that everything's dried off and clean, we're going to go ahead and wrap the exterior up with using turtle waxes, speed, ice and shine paint sealant that you guys have heard plenty of times before on this channel. You guys know I love this stuff, especially for a basic exterior detail, and you need to put something on that paint to not just protect it, but to make it look amazing, like really glossy, really nice, and this stuff does it well. The technique really to use this stuff, I don't think I've ever covered it, but it's what I do and I think it works best with this product, is you take your microfiber towel, you spray a little bit of the product on the towel, spray it on the paint, wipe it in, and then flip your towel over to a dry side and then buff it out, and the result speaks for itself. Usually whenever I finish putting on a paint sealant on a car, most people think my videos are pretty much coming to an end, but I can assure you with this one, it's quite different because I actually have to do the interior of this car, and I went ahead and recorded it this time because I know a lot of people have been wanting interior details shown in the video. And I feel like this might have been the perfect car for it because it really needed some work. The floorboards had a bunch of stuff on it and really needed a really good vacuum. I mean, I had to use a lily brush on the seats because of all the dog hair that was on there. The hardscapes had to be brushed and wiped down to make sure they were essentially clean, and then the whole interior needed an interior dressing, and it turned out beautiful, and I think you guys will really enjoy it, so I'm happy to bring you guys an interior detail along with an exterior detail to show you the full story of everything that goes on. Usually I just do the exteriors because they're much easier to record and they're much nicer to edit, but when it comes to interior, it's really hard to get everything set up camera-wise and make sure everything gets shown in the video, and this time I kind of figured out a way to finagle my way in there to make sure you guys can catch it. Real quick here, this is a lily brush. This is an amazing tool that every detailer and home should have. If you have hair, dog hair, human hair, cat hair, any kind of hair on carpeted surfaces or seats or couches, whatever the case may be, this is the product that's going to get it up without any issue, because sometimes it could be an absolute pain in the ass to use anything to get hair up. I hate it, but this tool makes it so much easier.
I do
Now that the interior is all cleaned up, I can definitely say that we are now wrapping up this detail. Putting on the tire dressing now, as you see, I am using Meguiar's Hyper Dressing, and this stuff, like I've said before in previous videos, is amazing because it gives you that matte black finish that's not too glossy, and it's dang near OEM perfection. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching and spending time with me again. If you truly enjoyed the video, please go ahead and leave me a like. If you enjoyed this kind of content, especially from me, go ahead and press subscribe, and you will know whenever I upload by ringing that bell and getting notified each and every time. Make sure to stick around for the next clips after this to see the after footage, little cinematic piece I always do, and I'll see you next video. See you guys.